Welcome back to another stream. Today I'm playing Gyarados because I played Mew. I failed all day yesterday. I don't want any more failures, so we're playing the incredibly powerful Sea Serpent. I was supposed to play a different Serpent today, Onyx, but I have to stop at 1 p.m., which is roughly 3 hours and 15 minutes from now. If I play Onyx today, we're not going to finish 2 playthroughs. So I was like, well, I'll just do another Serpent-like Pokemon. Let's play Gyarados, because it's going to crush the game. Check this out. Its starting moveset, Bite, Dragon Rage, Leer, and Hydro Pump. We are going to one-shot absolutely everything. Also, it has incredible base stats. 90 HP, 125 attack, 79 defense, 81 speed, giving a 15.63% chance to crit in Generation 1, and it has 100 special. This is a really good Pokemon. Really the only downside to, Water Onyx, as Ben Bell is saying, the only downside is its slow growth rate. It's pretty unfortunate, but I think we can work around that because we also get good TM and HM coverage. Bubble Beam, Water Gun, Surf, of course, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Thunderbolt and Thunder, and also Fire Blast, just in case we need that fire damage, but I don't think we will today. I think, I think this one's going to be really good. It's going to be better than Paris, which I played previously. Paris got a time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 57 seconds after the longest stream I have ever done. It was so bad. I also, this is kind of gross, so if you don't like gross stuff, maybe just don't think about this or don't listen for the next 30 seconds, but like, during the stream with Paris, there was this really bad smell in the room, and I couldn't tell what it was. Turns out the foster cat had peed all over our couch, and the heat from my computer was slowly making the room hotter and just aerosolizing the pee from the couch. So I would, like, by the end of that stream, my eyes were all red and I was like gross and sweaty and I was smelling this gross smell the entire time. So yeah, I was in pretty bad shape. Today, we fixed the couch. It's not really a couch anymore. It has no cushions. Anyways, the room smells better at least. I'm safe now. We're going to play Gyarados. We're going to crush the game. It's going to be great. I think this is going to be a victory lap for Pokemon Red. I have played this one before. I did a video for it, but that's pretty old video now. I think I can do better today. For just some metrics to think about before going into this run, Van Man, around 3 years ago, I think, did a Gyarados versus Alakazam video in Pokemon Red. His time, I think he played Pokemon Blue to be completely technically accurate. His time was 38 minutes and 14 seconds. If we got that time, we would beat Charizard and be 3rd place in the tier list. But I think with modern knowledge and 3 years of experience, I can do better than that. We'll see, though. I have written down some of Van Man's strategies, so shout out to Van Man for this video. I miss you. I wish you were still around. The community was better when you were here, but it's, life's life. Things change. I miss you. Miss you, brother. Okay. Let's play Gyarados in Pokemon Red. Oh, you were the mushroom. I know. Also, I said I was playing a mushroom, and I was joking because my wife is getting a tattoo, and we were just hoping that I could beat the game twice faster than my wife got a tattoo. She was getting a mushroom tattoo. I had no idea. I found out when I picked her up. I was like, wait, what? You're getting mushroom tattoos while I was playing Paris? Yes. No, Van Man, he's still alive. He's just, he's not making videos anymore. All right. Yeah, what was Gym Leader Matt's time? Let's go look this up. I should have looked up his time too, because it's more contemporary. Videos. Oh, it's 3 weeks old. Amazing, amazing. So new. Yeah, I think Gym Leader Matt plays on 3 times speed. You should note. So like his game time is always going to be ridiculously better than mine because he doesn't have input errors. He'll have less input errors. So that's very worth noting. Looks like game time was 156. But then again, like 156 game time is probably like 215 game time, 4 times speed. I don't know. And instant text speed. Okay, yeah. So that's why it's hard to compare results then with Gym Leader Matt. That's fair. Okay. Here we go. Also, the tattoo and the Paris playthrough took roughly the exact same amount of time, because by the time I had finished, she was almost done, and then I drove down and picked her up. Super simple. Gyarados, playthrough 1, let's go. I really like this color scheme for Gyarados. I think it looks so good. I'm not warmed up today. We had to use the complementary color. It's not technically complementary, but we had to use the other color, red. I feel like it's only fitting to do a red Gyarados playthrough with red as one of the colors on screen. That statement might have confused you. This is in fact not a shiny Gyarados, but it is a playthrough of Pokemon Red with Gyarados. Alright. Dragon Rage does 40 damage per hit. All the Pokemon in the early game have less than 40 HP until the Grimer on the Fossil Nerd inside of Mount Moon. It has 41. It will be the first Pokemon that we will Hydro Pump. Everything else we're just going to one-shot. We'll probably have to Hydro Pump some stuff because of PP on Route 3, but really that's it. Yeah. Keep Hydro Pump throughout. Yeah. I think that like keeping Hydro Pump instead of Surf is probably going to be the answer. It's like as skill increases, luck becomes the deciding factor. And so then moves like Hydro Pump become more important. Alright, mandatory bug catcher, goodbye. This is going to be one of the fastest Brock splits we've had. Yeah, Ross, that's exactly what I was just saying. Exactly. Okay. The sub 2 minute Brock split. I think we can just go to Route 3 and not heal. I don't think we have to heal. We can probably use Bite for some Pokemon. I don't think we're there yet, though. I think we're there. We're very close to being there. Where luck is the deciding factor. Like, things like the Mew Race are just showing that. Is Dragon Rage the best move to start with? Yes. I do think it is. We gotta Hydro Pump something. We'll just do it in this battle. Good. 2 hits, no misses. I'm fighting her because it's, the tile set doesn't change. It's very off-putting. Anyways. Yeah. It's fair to disagree. I think we're, like, really close to being there. Okay, so don't attack the Spearow. Cool. I didn't get Pokeballs. Haha! Back we go. I'm playing too much Pokemon Yellow. You know what? I'm just going to restart because it's 3 minutes. It's very close to the beginning. I don't want that to be a stain on Gyarados' reputation. Oh, yeah, but, like, I mean, like, at the top, like, okay, so, like, think about, like, solo challenge, just, like, take a cross-section of the, like, the best players who are getting the best times. The best players who are getting the best times right now are relying on the luck-based strategies to push times lower. I'm not talking about, like, solo challenges in general. Like, of course, people that have less skill will perform less well. But at the top level of play that's currently happening in the community, the luck-based strategies are the things that people are using. Like 3 years ago, that wasn't the case. People were still getting top times using strategies that were consistent. Oh, my bad thing's so bad. So I'm more so talking about like at the top level of play rather than like the general level of play. Like not everyone is at the same level of play. And that's true for like things like poker and stuff too. Like at a very low level of play, you can outskill a bunch of people. But then if you go to the top level of play, luck becomes an increasingly used factor. This is true for a game like StarCraft. Like if you're playing someone who's really bad, skill is like the most important thing. But at the very top level, it's like sometimes luck is a much more contributing factor. Like, you just choose a build on a map that gets hard countered by the opponent's build, and then you lose. This early game is so satisfying. It just feels so smooth. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but Zealous Fun, you're misunderstanding my point here. Austin being number 1 at the top of the race is not necessarily because of like a strategical skill. It's not necessarily that. It could be an execution-based skill. But that has nothing to do with the strategical component of the game. So again, another really fast Brock split. There are 2 components within this. There's both like an execution, and then there's also this strategy. Don't forget the mart. I'll go back to the mart now. Yeah. I don't know how many of these we need. It's going to be kind of sketchy, I think. Because we're just going to have to YOLO ball absolutely everything. Yeah, the best players will undoubtedly be better, like, be good at both. Alright, YOLO ball. Catch this Spearow right away. I think we heal here. Because we're out of Dragon Rage. We need to do a heal at some point, because PP is fairly limited. Hopefully we catch this fast. This could be... Like, for example, if there's like 2 really good players playing now, like, this Paris catch will be far more impactful to the delta between the results than it would have been 3 years ago. Oh. We're not in Pokemon Yellow. This is a good cave. Solid cave color. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this race has so much less variation than previously too. Because like, but in the previous races, the results for Parasect, like we were amazed when it was like under an hour at the beginning. And then by the end of it, it was like by like 45 minutes, I think. So this is the first one that will survive. Oh, it has 43 HP. Okay. Oh, it survives Hydro Pump too. Well. So as margins become tighter, by definition, luck becomes a larger determining factor within results, which is the point that I was making earlier. That strategies drift towards luck, and we have reached that point. We're at the top level of play. If you want to differentiate yourself, you're not so much considering like, well, should I just like I haven't figured out the right strategy to be consistent. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Get wrecked, Gyarados. Sorry, I gotta... Sorry, I have a whole bunch of settings that are wrong from the Mew race. I need to quickly clear this from my OBS so that I'm filming stuff correctly. And we didn't get the blackout there, but gosh, Goldeen. Goldeen is the early boss of the run. Alright, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Disgusting supersonic luck. Sometimes that happens with this thing. Yeah, sure, it's also a skill to know when to gamble, but what I'm saying is that players will rely on riskier strategies. And luck becomes a more determining factor as that occurs. So yes, it is a skill to know when to gamble, but that's completely beside the point that players rely on riskier strategies as skill increases. We got a 2-shot this thing, which is annoying. Sand attack can get us. Do we just bite this to save PP? Okay, we 1-shot with bite. Gyarados' attack is pretty good. I think we I think we finish stuff with Bite and we Dragon Rage first turn so that we save as much PP as possible. I'm also reading Twitch chat today. This has 41 HP, so you Hydro Pump it. Both of the Nidorans you have to Hydro Pump, I believe. I think it might be better to fight Misty. Oh, we gotta Hydro Pump this too. Oh, and this. 3 Pokemon. Vanman's video lied. He said 2 Pokemon on Nugget Bridge. It's not. That's 3. Look at this Mankey too. That's okay. Do we like bite these? I think we bite these. I'll Hydro Pump this. I want to save the Dragon Rage PP for the Geodude. And then I'll use the Elixir and continue. So we didn't even have to go back, even with not particularly good PP management. Oh, and we didn't even teach Ball Beam. So this would be really easy with Ball Beam, of course. But now we know we can do it without. This thing's such a monster. Oh my gosh. Wait. What? Sorry, I'm having tech problems. I think we actually might have to restart. Yeah, we're gonna restart. I apologize, everyone. We have to restart. We're having behind-the-scenes recording issues. Gyarados. Well, this time we won't lose to the Goldeen. Do you track the amount of bonks between the runs? We do, yeah. Yeah, there's no Magneton in this. It's so much easier. I did that comparison before. Like, I played Gyarados in yellow, and then everyone's just like, Mimic, Earthquake! And then, like, Gyarados still does not one-shot the Magneton, which is one of the most frustrating things. Alright, I warmed up now. I'm warmed up. We're going to make less mistakes. No, I don't want a nickname for first run. Blue's got to walk quite far there. The stuff behind the scenes was not working correctly. I had to restart. We couldn't recover some of the stuff, the data. Like, basically the root file was not recording because of an error. I could just replay the file, but I don't want to on stream because we need the data to optimize after the first run. It'll let me solve the problems of not getting the Pokeballs at the right time. Losing to the Goldeen. I'm not going to lose to the Goldeen this time. No, we don't need that in red version. That's a yellow version thing. Oh, it's so hard to play these two games at the same time. I always swing really far to the bottom there just because of the yellow bug catcher. I don't want to mess up my muscle memory and then sometimes do it in yellow and bump into him. Let's go! No, I have not finished a Mew. I didn't play anything after stream yesterday. I'm probably not going to push too much harder with Mew, honestly. Like, I need to take care of the channel. I can't just get completely absorbed in the Mew run. I do have responsibilities. Joanna, Thank you for the €6. Glad you enjoyed the Nidoqueen video. That's going to be coming out for everyone, I guess, tomorrow on Saturday. It's available now for members. Missed. I got Pokeballs. Don't worry. Oh, not as good as the Spearow as last time. That's okay. Oh, not great pathing. Miss pump. It's miss pump. Oh, I forgot the escape rope. I'm so bad. Will Nidoking be next? No, I already did Nidoking and Fire Red. I'll come back to it eventually if there's still demand for that series. I want to do it like when not evolving at some point. So I'll do it then when I come back to it. I'm going to do Persian next in Fire Red. That one will be on Monday. It was originally going to be Slowbro Slowking on Saturday this week, but we're not quite finished it in time. The Slowbro run cost me a full day, and because of that, I was unable to finish it. Am I going to start again? Nope. I think this is better, just going straight from Mount Moon after the Mount Moon heal all the way to Misty. Then, yeah, the Staryu has a frustrating amount of health when you're using Dragon Rage. It doesn't really matter, though. Then, beat her. Now we can heal again. And teach Bubble Beam. I think I'm going to teach Bubble Beam after the rival and reorder my moves to teach it a little bit faster. Because I'm not going to save for the rival. Again, this just comes down to the point that I was making before. It's like, as skill increases, risk-taking increases as well. Because that's where the opportunities lie. Uh-oh. Am I going to pay? I might pay. I got sand attacked. Nah, I should be fine. Oh. 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 Never mind. The Rattata's good. Take a blackout here. Thankfully, that Paris was not the ultimate Paris. No, Bubble Beam won't help. It's not going to one-hit that. We're going to two-shot the Pidgeotto no matter what. Even Hydro Pump two-shots the Pidgeotto. This was literally just bad luck because of Sand Attack. Sometimes it happens. Okay, so Bubble Beam one-shots both of these. We can be concise here. We don't have to use Dragon Rage. Then I think it's going to be Bubble Beam Hydro Pump for this. It's actually Dragon Rage Hydro Pump for this battle. So Bubble Beam, Dragon Rage Hydro Pump. This is all Bubble Beams. Usually the case. If you have a special move here, you want to be using special moves against these Pokemon. They have bad special stats. This is Bubble Beam Hydro Pump. This is probably going to be Hydro Pump. Okay. It's so weird not going over to get the Charmander there. Hydro Pump, the Machop. Bubble Beam, the Geodude, of course. If I'm ever in a real fight, I'm using Sand Attack. Seems OP. I know. It's disgusting. Even like the best Pokemon in the game get brought to their knees by Sand Attack occasionally. And the Pidgeotto is a good Sand Attack user. Like, for example, if the rival had the Sandshrew, like in Yellow version, this fight would be trivial because we would one-shot the Sandshrew consistently with Gyarados. But in this case, we don't because we can't one-shot the Pidgeotto. It is much bulkier. No, we can just Dragon Rage all of these. Do you prefer RB or Yellow? They're both fun. I think it depends on like the day, like what kind of vibe do you want to get from the playthrough experience. I think if you want to have a feeling of success, like you're crushing the game and you're having a really fun time and it feels easy, then you want to play RB. Because Red and Blue, the AI, this game is so much easier than Yellow. Someone commented on one of my previous streams saying, wow, you're just getting some like really ridiculous times in Red and Blue. Like, what's up with that? And it basically is summed up. Red and Blue is just so much easier than Yellow. So these games are fun to like sort of speed run through and crush. Yellow is more engaging if you want a very difficult experience. I think they didn't make it a water dragon type just because it would have been too broken in the first game. I think that's why. There's probably some lore reasons too why it's a flying type, but because it's like Magikarp like jumps over a thing and then becomes a dragon. So that's cool. We might not need this, but I'm gonna get it. It's better than Bite. Or a slow growth rate. I think getting the Gentleman Candy is a good idea. Yeah, Peter, I did a restart. The routing software wasn't recording my route, and I want that for optimization, so I started again. Alright, we should have Hydro Pump for that next time to try and knock it out faster. It's okay. Okay. Now, for what might be an absolutely brutal battle. I don't know if we're going to want to skip this and come back later, or if Gyarados is just going to be fine, or if I should have saved Hydro Pump PP for it. I do have an elixir. I'm going to use that now, because you typically don't need all of them. I'll use my full restore too. In this one, we teach Cut first and Dig second. Okay, definitely save before Surge. This is going to probably be pretty bumpy. Alright, let's see. Okay, the damage ranges are bad. They're very bad. But we're going to do this. Hopefully paralyze. Yeah. Alright. We survive a Thundershock from the Raichu, but not a Thunderbolt. And it has both. So it's going to 50-50 roll one. If it rolls Thundershock, we win. If it rolls Thunderbolt, we lose. It's actually quite a simple battle. Oops. Dragon Rage is not really useful now. I don't know what's longer, the SSN departing or all the rockets walking away. Like, if you sum up all the time for all the rockets, I'm not sure. Maybe the rockets? The SSN is pretty long, though. Hydro pumps needed for that to one-shot. Oh, look at this dark cave. Moody. It's a nice pastel dark blue. I approve. Thunderbolt. Wow, we can learn Dragon Rage again. Yay! Thunderbolt for the Slowpoke. Just speed them up a little bit instead of 2-hitting. Alright. This is kind of a sketchy battle. Aw, that's the worst possible thing. Just wasting our time. The Oddish is always just so bulky. Survives so many things. You always have a better damage range against the Bulbasaur than the Oddish. But the Oddish is first and it just ruins your day. Yeah, Mew can't even body slam Oko, I know, the Venonat. You have to either dig it or Thunderbolt it, depending on which moveset you're running. And you don't want a two-shot, because then you get hit by Confusion, confuse yourself, like, slowly make it through the battle. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, sorry. Gyarados. Wake up. This is why sleep is bad. Sleep just wastes a lot of time. Doesn't matter what I use on the Pidgey. I was looking at chat and I made the mistake. Zealous maybe you should stream your runs too. If Ike's gonna stream his runs, you should... I generally missed there. If Ike's gonna stream his runs, you should stream your runs. We should all stream our runs. Let's see how you do when you have to commentate while you play. It's not as easy as it looks. I will simulate my chat. I'll get 400 bots, and then they'll comment roughly at the same rate that they do on my channel. You must respond to as many messages as possible. Do we need this? I don't think we need this. We really don't need the hideout candy either. It's so nice not biking everywhere and just being a little bit more relaxed with this run. Oh my gosh. We are going to use Mimic, I think. 2 fresh water for 1 Ice Beam TM. So Vanman was having problems with speed. So I'm going to get Carbos. Then pick up Carbos in the overworld. On the phone with my girlfriend during my PB. Oh my gosh. Oops. Okay, so what Vanman did here was he taught Ice Beam in the place of Bubble Beam, and I do think this is a good choice. Even though Bubble Beam has slightly more damage than Ice Beam tends to have better type effectiveness during this section of the game. And it's a better complement to Thunderbolt. We can just body slam this in the Kadabra. We also have now coverage for the Ivysaur, which can Sleep Powder. Oh, we got lucky there. 24.3% chance to one-shot that. Very slim damage range at the very top of the damage spectrum. Hydro Pump for the Ghastlies to one-hit. Okay, Hydro Pump one-shots these as well, provided it hits. No, that Ivysaur sprite is great. Don't call it goofy. That's it. I love that Ivysaur sprite. He's like standing up. He looks so great. I love it. I never noticed the ghost sprite didn't change between the games. I just left that the same. 56.7% chance to one-shot the Golbat using Thunderbolt or Ice Beam. Didn't get it. Sad. Didn't know you streamed on both Twitch and YouTube. I thought Twitch was only for runs. Yeah, I changed how I was streaming. For a while, I was streaming only on YouTube, and then I was streaming, or at the beginning when I didn't know how to stream and I was bad at it, really bad at it, that is. I still don't think I'm great. I'm getting better. But at the beginning, I streamed only on Twitch, then I streamed on YouTube. I switched over to YouTube entirely, and now I've decided to do both. You can just multi-stream. And it allows you, the viewer, to choose which kind of platform you prefer. That makes sense to me. Where do we go next? Do we go to Erica? We can probably beat Erica, right? Oh, it's weird. There's not an extra, little tree over there. Huh. This might not work. Okay, we got lucky there. We got unlucky there. It was an 80.5% chance to one-shot that. Her team is just really bad in red and blue. Everyone says that she's better, but she's not. I think she's better in yellow. Pokemon are lower levels in this, even though they're fully evolved, so they have roughly the same stats. I think we go Sylph next. No, we don't go to Sylph next. We definitely don't go to Sylph next. Sorry. Yeah, YouTube I think has a little bit more delay. I don't know if that really matters for the kind of content that I'm streaming, but maybe it matters for like some FPS games or something. Yeah, I think we go Koga now. Yeah, yellow buffed more than movesets. Yeah, they buffed levels and movesets. And they changed teams. Like, Koga's team is better in yellow. The fact that he has bug types, like, that covers the ground disadvantage that he would otherwise have. Yeah. Oh, Hypno just survives everything. It's a disgusting Pokemon. Well, we'll go to the center. I need the center waypoint anyways to get back to this location. Yeah, we'll do Blaine before Rival 5. That was the plan. Alright. Alright, this strategy doesn't work at this level. Cool. That was we're getting lucky. Like, nice, we're getting lucky, but the luck is gonna run out here. Yep. That changes it. Not great. Alright, so maybe we get Surf first? Prior to this? Well, we win now. We'll clean that one up for the next run. No, we want this. My bike use is a lot better now that I've done the Mew race and been using it more. Yeah. South to Cinnabar Island. Mansion. It's a very blue mansion. That was one tile before Ghost Guy appears, by the way. Well, we're gonna run into counters here. Because Blizzard is better than Ice Beam. Blizzard has 90% accuracy in Gen 1, so we're going to use Blizzard in the late game. We're not going to use Ice Beam. Because we're going to be a low level, because we're a slow growth rate. Slow growth rate Pokemon, coming back to this debate that Zealous and I were having at the beginning of the stream, but coming back to that debate, luck-based moves that have high damage output are better for Pokemon that can't level up quickly because they can't compensate with stat points by leveling up more. They have to compensate in some other way. So then they take a risk using a move like Hydro Pump to knock out Pokemon quicker. Like, for example, here against... Oh, well, we don't have any, but that's fine. What's Blaine gonna do? He's terrible in this game. He's just awful. Yeah, easy. Now we get Special Boost. Oh, no, I'm used to Mew. I'm like, dig, dig, dig. It's on my main Pokemon. It's definitely not on my main Pokemon. Oh. Yeah, I'll replace Hydro Pump with Blizzard, exactly. I'm going to do that right away. Supposedly Matt kept Hydro Pump, but I haven't planned for that, so I'm going to be getting rid of it. Oh, no, like this. Still haven't got that into muscle memory yet. Yeah, like badge boosts is another way that a Pokemon can recover from having low stats. So it's like either you level up, you badge boost, or you use a move that has higher base power. And Gyarados doesn't have access to badge boosts either, so it's kind of stuck. Bye-bye, Hydro Pump. It's good having you. Yeah, we could delay Thunderbolt instead. We'll see. Let's go. Bye-bye. I think we want Thunderbolt, though, for the other Gyaradoses. That was easy. I only had a 14.1% chance to one-shot the Venusaur, and I got it. By the way, I feel like I've been playing terribly in this run. I do not feel like I've been doing a good job. However, look at our time. We're like crushing the game. We're definitely going to get, I think, a sub 40 first run. Using Surf Imposter, Scott. It is true that the some people have said, am I actually an AI? Yeah, the AI algorithm got updated this year apparently, and I'm using things like Double Edge and Hydro Pump. By the way, I was watching Claude Plays Pokemon. It's like the Anthropic AI is playing through Pokemon Red right now. I was watching that last night while chatting with like a bunch of people in the community, which was really fun. Anyways, the AI is so bad at the game. It's stuck in Mount Moon right now. Last night it had been there for like, I didn't get that, did I? Oh no, I did. Okay, good. I'm checking. it's been stuck in Mount Moon last night for like 22 hours, and it's just like looking around, and like everyone's just like, Claude, please go up, because like the ladder's just off screen to like the north, but it's like, I need to explore a little bit. Oh, there looks like there's a person over there with like a green hat. I should go and talk to them and see if they'll give me information about how to get out of Mount Moon. So funny. All right, this is not a great fight apparently. Sucks. Oh my gosh. Just we two-shot everything except the first Pokemon there with Body Slam. Not great ranges. Again, Sabrina though is not very good in these games. Everyone thinks she's better than she actually is. Oh. And this is obviously going to be extremely trivial. It's broke completely stuck in a Pidgey. Oh, that's so funny. I believe it. I don't think I need to say for Giovanni. He's genuinely awful in Red and Blue. I one-shot everything. The only Pokemon that has a chance to survive is Nidoqueen. It has a 97.8% chance to get knocked out with Surf. Oh! No! We got the roll. We got the roll. It survived. I had no... What? That's wild. Okay, rival. We're gonna Blizzard this. 47% chance. Got it. Surf. Thunderbolt. Oh, we have to two-shot the Alakazam. A little bit sad. Oh, we're gonna three-shot now. Oh, four-shot. Never mind. What you gonna do, Venusaur? Whoa! Crit Razor Leaf did a lot of damage, but we still live. Yeah, the rival doesn't have Magneton. We're okay. I should really change where I'm using the bike. I just like only... when I'm doing my own runs, I like only to open the menu once. I know that it's slightly less efficient because I could bike that entire location, but like I don't want to. Okay, first of all, red boulders, trash. They are nowhere near as good as the purple boulders. Not as good as the teal boulders. These ones, they look like generic yellow boulders. I hate them. Got no time for those boulders in my life. Look at these generic Pokeballs too. Mimic Sky Attack. We have developed a wealth of memes for these red version runs. Yeah, that was a top 2.5% Nidoqueen. Oh my gosh. This is where I ran into the Onix and then dug out a Victory Road with Mew. Well, you dig here because you're trying to use Strength again. No, I like the Blue Cave. I think the Blue Cave looks really good. It looks like dark and spooky. I like it. Okay. How many work candies do I have? 5? I kind of do want to do one wild like Smash Math is suggesting. I am going to do one wild. Oh, we got to no. We're gonna do 2 wilds. Zubat. Zubat's not good enough. Sorry. Alright. Level 45. We'll fix that next time. We'll figure out how to get that experience. I don't know where I use my candies. Like, do I use my candies now? Probably. Damage ranges here are not very good. I don't even one-shot the Cloyster. Supersonics me. Great. Is this going to be like the Goldeen trainer? It looks like it. Do we just like teach Mimic for this fight? And then Mimic Amnesia and crush her? We're going to make it through, aren't we? Yeah. I don't feel like... Oh, yes! Good job, Gyarados. Oh my gosh. Did I deserve that? No. Did it work? Yes. Oh, we one-shot everything here except the Machamp, which is going to be a 3-hit. I think next time we Mimic. Thanks for knocking yourself out. I think we candy here, though. I want to try this one without Mimic. Vanman was using Mimic, but I don't want to use Mimic. I want to avoid it if possible. Ah, Gyarados. Getting so lucky, buddy. The luck has run its course, I think. Yep. Go to sleep. Just takes so long to knock out these Pokemon. Just frustrating. Maybe Hypnosis only on like certain Pokemon, like only on the first Gengar and the second Gengar or something like that. This can glare me, I guess. Like maybe Hypnosis hit. This is how I play when I play with Hypnosis. I'm like, every Pokemon there's something I don't want to get hit by. So like, well, I'll just Hypnosis, then I won't have to deal with it. Oh no, no! Ow. Annoying that it has Toxic. I think this is the hardest battle in the run. Agatha. Agatha. I hate that glitch. When you use Mimic and then she switches, the mimicked move replaces the wrong move on your set. Oh, I forgot. Well, we'll try again. Got it. Okay. Wow, this is brutal. You just need to freeze a couple of these Gengar. That's what we need. Wait, no. We have used all but one of our candies. The other candy will not bring us over damage rounding, and I'm saving it because I don't want to learn Hyper Beam. I'm not going to start over. I'm about to win. We're like so close. We just got to like put a couple Gengar to sleep and then we win. What are people talking about? Apparently, I'm not allowed to put Gengars to sleep though. This is so bad. Thanks, Peep, for the gifted memberships. Wow. Maybe this is where keeping Hydro Pump instead of Surf is better, because damage ranges here will just be better. Gyarados doesn't have good damage ranges. We're going to win this time around, I think. Yeah. Finally. No. See, Hyper Beam. So we learned Mimic to get Hypnosis. Now we teach Hyper Beam in the place. And then we have a physical move for the champion's Alakazam. This was the Van Man strat. That's why I went only to level 51 for that battle. We can go to 53 now for damage rounding. Bye-bye. And now we just kind of delete Lance's team. Yeah, no Sky Attack, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Alright, so we're not going to beat Van Man's first run. We're already past that time by about 30 seconds. Or Van Man's follow-up run in this playthrough. But we should be able to beat it in the second one. No! Don't... Okay, so Blizzard that thing. Don't do that. That's sketchy. Now we're in a really terrible position. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, when the Pidgeot goes for Whirlwind, we're fine, of course. The Alakazam outspeeding is annoying. Special Drop, that's also annoying. Gosh, he's getting lucky here. We're not going to one-shot this, by the way. Alright, we did get Badge boosted there, which is good, but we're going to lose it before the Venusaur. So we're probably going to two-shot with Blizzard here, or is it going to three-shot? It's going to three-shot. Well, we froze. Okay. 39, 52, 6 resets, 1 blackout, level 55, 674 bonks. Game time, 2 hours, 25 minutes. This game time is good. It's a good game time. What's it going to be? Let's calculate that. It's 145 divided by... Oops. Didn't input that. 145 divided by 4. It's like 3625 is what we were on track for there. If we had no resets. But we also had a blackout, so we will save some game time. It'll probably be like a 2:15 game time. Yeah, first playthrough sub 40 is really good as well. Yeah. Definitely. If we look at the tier list, this already, with the first attempt, gets Gyarados into the S tier. We are not faster than Charizard, though. But with the time, that like the 36:25 time, which would be no resets, no resets, 1 blackout, we would have beat Blastoise's time and earned the 2nd place spot. But we didn't come close yet to Mr. Mime. I actually don't think Gyarados is going to get close to Mr. Mime. I do think Mr. Mime is better, just because Gyarados falls off a lot quicker because it starts using things that are a little bit risky and luck based, and it also starts losing damage ranges and doesn't really have a way to come back from that. Whereas Mr. Mime has setup moves. It has Meditate. And Mr. Mime also just steamrolls pretty much everything. It's ridiculously good. But maybe we can get Gyarados faster. Let's see. Everyone else is doing Mew runs, and I'm over here playing Gyarados, doing some, let's say, interleaved training. It's gonna get some of that variance that's gonna help me out. Does Double Edge have a place in this run? No, I don't think so. We have to go into the hideout to do Double Edge, fight 2 extra trainers. Why would we do that? We can rely on Body Slam and then Hyper Beam. Like, we don't need Double Edge. I don't think we're going to get any like advantage over what we currently have by running Double Edge. Really, Double Edge. Double Edge is a good move when you don't have a move like Hyper Beam that's more powerful and physical. And your best move is like usually Body Slam. You maybe don't have access to Dig, or Dig doesn't hit the target you're trying to hit, like a Gyarados. Then in that case, Double Edge is useful because you need that little bit extra damage. So we're going to take out these wild encounters because we definitely don't want to fight those wild Pokemon. That was just like terrible. I really like 51 before Agatha because then you get the Hyper Beam for the rest of it, and then you can use Mimic here. Or we could be like one level higher potentially for this, and then get better damage ranges against Agatha. What is 53 here? And you're happier than the rest of us? Yes. Okay. Optimizations. The early game is so straightforward. I don't think that I will change anything up to Misty. Like, why would I? I have to take out this blackout because that will impact experience yields. I think for the Pidgeotto... see, the Pidgeotto, there isn't an answer to it at this level. Like, we could two rare candies here and then get a slightly higher chance to knock it out in one hit using Hydro Pump, but like level 15, using the candies with the slow growth rate Pokemon this early on is just like not a good idea. Here, Hydro Pump is not consistent enough because, like, look at our chance to two-hit, 69%. Not nice. We want to Dragon Rage. So we want to Dragon Rage the Pidgeotto. Well, probably it's Dragon Rage and then Bite because we have enough damage to KO after that. So Dragon Rage, Bite the Abra, Dragon Rage, Dragon Rage. So I should have Dragon Raged the Rattata. How much HP does it have? 36, okay. That's easy. This whole next section of the game is easy because we have Bubble Beam. We can teach Bubble Beam for this fight. Like, sure, we could put it before the rival, and like, I'm sure you're gonna see that like almost nothing is different. Yeah, like almost nothing. We were still gonna use Dragon Rage on the Pidgeotto. Bubble Beam does not change the Pidgeotto in any meaningful way. We could use Bubble Beam then against the Rattata instead of Dragon Rage, but we're still gonna Dragon Rage the Bulbasaur. So in the end, Bubble Beam coming after the rival is fine. It doesn't actually matter. We could reorder our moves during the Misty fight and then teach Bubble Beam before the rival. Like, there's no difference. Is your stream delay longer than usual? It shouldn't be. I'm just going to check 1 second. I cannot change it. Oh, yeah. They defaulted me to normal latency instead of low latency. That's annoying. I can't change it while I'm streaming. Apologies. Surge. Hydro Pump, Body Slam. I think we Body Slam the Raichu for the chance to paralyze. Because Bubble Beam doesn't do enough damage. Hydro Pump has the chance to miss. And Body Slam has upside. So there's downside on Hydro Pump. We could technically Bubble Beam into Hydro Pump, but then we still have the downside from Hydro Pump. So Body Slam is the most consistent way to win. We just hope that there's no Thunderbolt. That's fine. It's like a 15-second reset if we do lose there. Yeah, I'll respond with the message as soon as I see it so that you can tell how long the delay is. Whatever the next message is in chat, I'm going to do it. Make sure to DR the rival Rattata this time instead of 2-hit with Bite. Yes, so I just saw that message. I know why the delay switched. I'll be able to fix it for next time. It's because last time I didn't like reuse the stream settings from last time because I was doing a yellow run. So I set up a new stream and then it changed my settings from what it was last time. I think Ice Beam in this section of the game makes sense. We're going to use Blizzard in the late game anyways. Ice Beam's good. Two-shot this. It doesn't have Sleep Powder in this fight, so this fight's fine. Erica was fine. She's not... Like, she could Sleep Powder me, which would be super annoying. But that's really the only risk, and that's a very fast reset. So I don't think we need to optimize Erica. Koga, do we need 4 candies? We don't need 4 candies. We only need 3 candies for Koga to be level 35. Something I noticed in the Koga fight. You seem to stick with Hydro Pump after getting smoke screened. I think that accuracy loss doesn't make sense. Yeah, I was sticking with Hydro Pump because my other moves don't do that much damage. Like, it's not great. Whereas Hydro Pump does double. Because it gets the same type of attack bonus. Roughly double. I actually think that I will reorder this section of the game. Or I might want to reorder this section of the game. What's the highest level encounter in... It's like a level 31 Venomoth or something in the Safari Zone. Let's look that up. Because I think that we can reorder it so that we Safari first after the candies or something. Or like we... Like what level were we before this? Okay, we could run into the Venomoth. Safari Zone. Yeah, there's level 31. There's level 31s. But we don't have stuff that's higher than that. In red, there's a Nidorino. 10%, 33. Okay. So if we do these candies first, we could technically like dip out of Koga's gym, then do the Safari Zone. Get Surf, and then come back. I just kind of want Surf prior to this. Because if I have Surf prior to this, then I can rely on that a little bit more. See, this does better damage. Do we want Surf? Legit question. Yeah, that is also a legit question. Do we want it? Because we might not want Surf at all. We might just want to continue with Hydro Pump until the end. And then just like put Blizzard over Ice Beam. Because we can run like Thunderbolt, Blizzard, Hydro Pump, Body Slam. Let's see how that impacts Agatha. Yeah, I think if we're running Hydro Pump for an extended period of time, we probably do want to get PP ups. Like the 2, we want to get the one in Celadon City and the one on Cycling Road. I don't think we want to get the extra rare candy, but we could consider fighting that one. Remember how we need the wild Pokemon at the end of the game? We could fight the Rocket to get into the hideout to grab the PP up and the rare candy, which all then synergize, giving us one more level, potentially slightly earlier on. And then we also get an extra PP up. But we also skip those 2 Pokemon in Victory Road. Like, there's nice synergy there. I don't know. It's still like 25 seconds to get the candy from the hideout. All of that considered. Let's just see Agatha at... So this is 50 Agatha. Well, if I'm going to turn on these so that we're 51. Because I want to be 51 for this fight. This is not great damage ranges. Yeah, I deleted the blackout. These are not what I was hoping for. we'll have the most childish moveset, and I mean that in like, I think a good way. But if we go to level 53 for this fight, we're going to convert these damage ranges a little bit better. Okay, it's not quite what I was hoping for. But like at 53, we're going to probably two-shot the first Gengar. We outspeed it. We only underspeed the final Gengar. We can one-shot the Golbat most of the time. We're going to two-shot the Haunter because we can use Hydro Pump in combination with Thunderbolt, so we only have to Hydro Pump once. And then Hydro Pump is sometimes, very rarely going to two-shot, or rarely going to two-shot the Gengar. No. We're not going to 55. We're going to lose so much time. We're going to lose so much time if we go to 55. But what I meant by most childish moveset, Hyper Beam, Thunderbolt, Blizzard, Hydro Pump. Yeah, we're not going to have enough Hydro Pumps, but I don't think it matters if we don't have enough Hydro Pumps. Like, we can use the other moves for some additional damage. I think the real question here is like, does Mimic improve the odds that Gyarados has against Agatha? Operating under the principle that if it takes us more than 2 turns to knock out a Pokemon, it is better to use Hypnosis. Then Hypnosis helps against the final Gengar, but not really against everything else. Because, like, we can... Like, here we can Hydro Pump twice. Here we can Blizzard once. Here, Hydro Pump once. So that's 3 Hydro Pumps. Then on Arbok... On Arbok, we actually have a higher chance to two-shot using Blizzard, so we could just two-shot using Blizzard. This is 53, sorry. But then for the final Gengar, we have to Hydro Pump again. Yeah, I don't think Hypnosis here either. Like, okay, there's a whole bunch of reasons why I think Hypnosis is going to be worse for this fight. Let me go through them. Number 1, you have to buy an extra Pokédoll in the mart. That costs like literally 1/8 of a second. It's very small, but I do want to acknowledge that that is a component. Number 2, you have to go into Copycat's house, talk to her, and get the Mimic TM. This probably costs like 10 seconds, maybe 7 seconds, somewhere in that range. It's not super long, but it is a amount of time. Then before the Agatha fight, we have to teach Mimic. That's probably 5 seconds. So with the 7 seconds and like the fraction of a second, it's probably going to be like 13 seconds all in to just get Mimic on the set. Then, in addition to having Mimic on the set, we have to steal Hypnosis, which is going to have a time cost, maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds. You have to do inputs slowly when using Mimic, because if you spam it, you mimic the wrong thing. I don't know if we're mimicking Lorelei yet. I don't know yet. Let me just finish this logic. Then we have to do the Mimic here. Then we have to also additionally use Hypnosis, which can fail, which will bleed even more time. So from a perspective of like Mimic being useful for Agatha, I think that it has like one reset will cost the same amount of time as picking up Mimic. I always consider these things, Smash Math. Always consider these things. Lorelei. Do we use Mimic here? I think we probably do use Mimic here, which means we end up spending the time anyways. So then we really ask the question, is Mimic going to be good in is it going to be good against Agatha, or should we just attack? I think we should just attack if we're going for level 53. But I don't know if we're going to get to 53. Let's just check. So we're going to turn off those wild encounters, and then we're going to do the rocket guy. Back here somewhere, right around here. Hideout, Rocket 7. We will add him, and then we will add Rare Candy. Okay. We still don't get 45 before the league. We did 2 Carbos. We're going to underspeed the Alakazam no matter what we do. I don't think we need the Carbos. I think we can convert the Carbos to calcium. That seems obvious. This is level 50. This is level 53. They're really not much better. It's like 3% better on the final Gengar. 10% on the Golbat. That's nice. But it's not significant. No, I don't know. I'm not thinking that the Hideout Candy is a waste of time in this case. I think it actually does have synergy. Because if we're using Hydro Pump, we were going to want some PP ups along the way. So that we can get an extra one there. And then we also get the other candy. We're a slow growth rate Pokemon. Maybe that gives us one more level. And like we can use all the candies potentially before Agatha if we're not using Mimic. And then overwrite Mimic with Hyper Beam for this fight. And then keep that for the final battle. We have damage rounding for this. So all of that synergizes nicely. The question is, can we do it earlier? Because sometimes you can. Like, I don't know how many candies I have at this point. But, like, maybe we can just use the candies before Lorelei and then we don't need Mimic. So I want to experiment with that. But we're going to be 52 now for Agatha, aren't we? Wait, what? Oh. No, we're still 53 for Agatha. If we use 7 candies. No, 8 candies. Now, yeah, we're 52 for Agatha if we use 60... Oh, we level up after the Gengar and we speed tie it? Ah. Yeah, we get a asymmetrical boost with 1 more calcium. We could pick up the calcium in... Wait, if we do 2 more calcium, what happens? No, 2 more calcium hardly helps. We start getting into one-shot stuff here, though, against the Arbok, which is kind of nice. And we get one-shot here really consistently. 2 calcium is possible because we can get the extra calcium in Sylph, and we can get the extra calcium in the mansion without having to buy them. I guess, like, what are our damage ranges like with Lorelei? Wait, what if we do 1 less here? Does that change anything? 2 less, 3 less. Okay, if we go to 48 before Lorelei, we get a level up after Bruno's final Pokemon, which gets us to 50 here. And then we have 3 candies, which can get us to 53 to outspeed the Gengar with... Oh, sorry. 53 to outspeed the Gengar. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. We'll just do that so that we have the calcium so the root's not complaining anymore. And then we get a higher level for Lorelei. What level is this? This is going to 2-shot, 2-shot. It's all 2 shots except the Lapras, which is kind of bad. Nah, I think for this one, we're probably going to run Mimic to make it better. Because if we have Mimic here and we steal Amnesia, like this gets so trivial so quickly. Yeah, like 2 Amnesias and we just like shred her final 2 Pokemon. And the Slowbro, as we know, is incompetent. Like, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. We do need the Hideout Candy to make this work, because we will not have enough candies if we go to Agatha, and we want 53 for Agatha without the Hideout Candy. So I think there is, like, potential to save some time off of Gyarados' run if you want to play a riskier strat and not have Hideout Candy. And then you just, like, know that Agatha is going to be a little bit more brutal. But that's okay. And then Lorelei at 48. Bruno at 49. Yeah, like obviously this is worse actually from like a damage perspective because we don't have Surf. We have to take chances every turn, but that's really just to lose time. We're not like having a chance to lose the fight because he's terrible. Like Hitmonchan's Thunder Punch does 26 to 31% damage. I guess it would be pretty bad if we did Hydro Pump and then it Thunder Punched us and paralyzed. That could be really awful, but I don't think that's going to happen. And then we get here. We're probably going to two-shot the Gengar. One-shot. Two-shot. Maybe one-shot. And we're getting close. Like, there's a possibility that we two-shot this. Again, like, Agatha's team's not really that good. The first Gengar and the Haunter are the only ones that can Hypnosis us. We could lose here to some confusion tactics, but Toxic's late into the fight. Overall, I think this is good. Oh yeah, we could Warden Candy. I forgot. We did not get the Warden Candy this time around. So we could Warden Candy. Yeah, I think Warden Candy's better. We'll have one less use of Hydro Pump, but I don't think we need 8 Hydro Pumps. I think 7 is fine. Like Agatha, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we don't need the trainer experience. I think we're going to save more time if we go Warden Candy. I know we will save more time if we go Warden Candy. That's obvious. So we don't do that, and then we do Warden Candy later. Somewhere. Like here. It's not going to be actually there, but somewhere. Where is it? Somewhere here. Yeah, see, that still gives us level 44 here. The problem is, I think we're really close to leveling up. Oh no, we're actually not that close to leveling up. I think it's fine doing this. Then 4 candies, 48. Mimic for Lorelei. 3 candies before Agatha. Lance. Just flatten his team. Champion. Yeah, this is going to be good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're thinking optimistically there, Zealous. It could be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It technically could be 9. But like we can mix in other moves to not have to hit with Hydro Pump all those times. Like, because if we hit once with Hydro Pump here, we can fall back to a Thunderbolt. Here, oh yeah, we can fall back to a Thunderbolt hit. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we need 6. We need 6. So 7 PP ups should be good. Yeah. That's actually right on the math too, because 1 out of 7 Hydro Pumps should miss. Okay. I think we got the route. Is there any like optionals or anything that I need to like think about? Not really. This route's really, really, really tight. Like we fight no optionals in the early game. We fight no optionals here. Do we fight any optional trainers? We fight the Machoke Candy guy. 1. Arcanine if you don't use water moves. We're going to use water moves. We're going to use Hydro Pump. Yeah, here's the thing though, is like, we have a good chance to 3-hit with Blizzard, so as long as we hit 1 Hydro Pump on the final Gengar, we can always fall back to 2 Blizzards to knock it out. That's totally fine if we run out of Hydro Pumps here. I think that Agatha's like pretty solved. No, Gyarados did really well. Yeah, sub 40 first playthrough. It was great. Okay, I think I'm ready to play it. We have 1 optional trainer, Machoke Candy. That's just to get another candy. That's so that we can get to level 53 before Agatha. We don't need Mimic. We're not going to use Hypnosis this time. We're going to run Mimic for Lorelei, though. Yeah, let's do a summary. Okay, summary of optimizations for Gyarados. This run is very simple, almost minimum battles throughout the entire thing. The only optional trainer I'm fighting is the Machoke Candy guy inside of Sylph to get 1 more rare candy. This is so I can use 4 rare candies prior to Lorelei to be level 48 over a damage rending threshold. This with a slow growth rate Pokemon means that the Pokemon will level up after Lapras and after the Hiker's Machamp, getting me to level 50, where I can use 3 more rare candies to boost Gyarados up to level 53 in order to have the damage rending threshold against Agatha. And for her, I'm going to be running the ridiculously childish moveset of Hyper Beam, Thunderbolt, Blizzard, and Hydro Pump. That covers pretty much everything in the late game. We toyed around with the idea of going into Rocket Hideout to collect an extra PP up and a rare candy, but I don't think it makes sense for time. We're just going to go back and get the Warden candy, which we didn't get on the first playthrough. Yeah, mid-game, Tower, Erica, Koga, Blaine, then Sylph, then Sabrina, Giovanni, League. Okay. Wait. What about Body Slam? Oh, yeah, Body Slam optional trainer. Yeah, we're fighting the Body Slam optional trainer, of course. 2 optional trainers. And Gentleman Candy, 3 optional trainers. I'm finding them all. Yeah, you're finding them for me, Justin. Good job. 3 optional trainers, yeah. The 3 optional trainers are also the trainers that I never really consider optional. I fight them pretty much every run. Okay, let's see if we can get a better time. Run number 2. Gyarados only. Oh! There we go. Run number 2. Gyarados only. Pokemon Red. Let's do this. I think for damage ranges on Agatha, it makes sense to do the Gentleman optional, but I see what you're saying by skipping them. Okay, 2 bonks already. Oh no. Terrible. I'm going to restart. I'm not happy with this overworld pathing. I've lost like a second and I don't want it. Gyarados deserves better. It's a good color. I like these colors. Except for the boulders. Hydro Pump as a starting move does feel like cheating. Feels like they invented this Gyarados moveset. Maybe that's why they changed it in yellow. Because maybe they invented this moveset for it before they knew Magikarp was going to evolve into Gyarados. And then because Magikarp evolves into Gyarados, for yellow, they were like, well, it's way too good. We should actually tone it down a little bit. So I'm always wondering why they changed these things. If you're watching, if you watched some of the stuff for the Mew race and you're like timing out your own runs and you're looking at me right now and you're going like, wow, he's like going through the early game really fast. Like, what's going on? There's a lot less dialogue in Red and Blue and you don't have to do the catching tutorial. So this early stage of the game, everything just goes by faster than it does in Pokemon Yellow. Like, at the end of the Oak section of the game, for example, he does not stop you and say, like, oh, Pikachu really likes to follow you around. Isn't that neat? He just lets you leave the lab. There's no extra dialogue. Onyx also can't waste time there with Bind. Bind, not Bide. How would that impact the initial moveset? Well, because like maybe like when they designed Gyarados, they're like, this thing is this like terrifying sea serpent. We need to make it really scary and give it all these really good moves. And then they eventually added Magikarp and they're like, we're going to evolve Magikarp into this thing. And then they're just like, okay, good. You're never going to catch a Gyarados by itself. It's never going to have the ridiculous moves. And then in Pokemon Yellow, they're like, we need to scale back Gyarados' goodness. I do think that it's more, the logic is more convincing that it's like if you hack it in at level 5, then it's just not that good. That's what I've always thought with like Alakazam and stuff. It's like, oh, they're just like setting it up so that if you hack in one of those Pokemon at a low level, they start with bad moves. I don't know, you could just change the moves with hacking software though. Not sure. Okay, Spearow, I forgot my potions. It's the theme of today because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Yellow. And there is catchable Gyarados, yeah, in Fuchsia City Yellow. Maybe that's why they changed it. So when you catch it, it's not as good. I could see that. There's no catchable Alakazam, though. And maybe there's no correlation between the two. Maybe they changed their movesets for different reasons. Not necessarily the case that they would have changed them for the same reason. I'm just like thinking there's a correlation there, but there might not be. Oh. That bug catcher is sometimes annoying. Or he's not a bug catcher, he looks like a bug catcher. But sometimes he walks in front of you. It's very rare, but he sometimes does. Luckily, this early game is not like Paris's, and if we restart over and over again, it's totally okay because it takes almost no time. Gyarados might even want to skip that antidote just to not see the text print. It's more steps in the overworld. Oh, maybe not, actually. Apparently we're speed tied with that. We're underspeeding that Weedle. Because we're underspeeding that Weedle, we get hit by Poison Sting. If we got hit by Poison Sting, then we'd have to heal. So maybe picking up the antidote just makes sense. It's in your path. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm playing Mew. Got Mew on the brain. Yeah, no trainer has Golem. Is there no one with Poliwrath? The fossils don't show up either, yeah. No Ammonite, no, oh. Sorry. This is some really bad play. I fumbled on my select press, and then I didn't change the moves, and then I accidentally used bite. I did try to press select, but I fumbled it. Hey, 32-second rival. That was pretty good. Bugcatcher didn't get me this time. Focus, Scott, I know. No catching tutorial is so nice. Can they implement that in all future Pokemon games? I never want to have to do a catching tutorial ever again. Says the guy who's going to play Crystal version like 200 times. Yay, didn't get poisoned. Yeah, Pokeballs. After this, Pokeballs. Gotta remember the Pokeballs. Gotta remember my balls. 2 seconds faster up rock. 153. There isn't a lot of time to squeeze out there other than just like slightly better overworlding and menuing execution. But there's really not that much to do. I think mine's like, it's good enough in this run for it to be representative of Gyarados. Yeah, the newer games are like, it's gonna be so painful for this format because the tutorials are so long. Like Sun and Moon, when you like sit down to play those games, you're in tutorials for like 2 hours. They just don't let you play the game. No idea why they thought this was a good idea. I'm saying that more like as a vent, because the reason is because children play the games and they want the games to be clear for children. I didn't need a clear game when I was a kid. I struggled through this game, Red and Blue. I don't know why we have one blackout. 1 second. It likes to add those occasionally, and I don't know why. Oops. That was a resuming error. One shot the Paris with Dragon Rage. We don't need Mega Punch for Gyarados. It has no arms. Surge didn't win last time. He might win this time, though. If he uses Thunderbolt, he wins. Alright, the Goldian trainer that caused problems before. We're fine. I'm not healing. Let's go. Oh, she turned away. Look at that. Embarrassed. Get wrecked, Misty. Talk to the Boca Center sign. Get wrecked, Scott. I should like focus on not spamming A whenever I'm by a door. I'm gonna teach this. Okay, pray. Well, it's good enough. Don't know why the splits didn't go away. It's a little bit weird. 35 seconds faster at this point in the game. What? Oh, that's the blackout. I'm like, why are we so much faster? It's the blackout. One second. The right side of the screen was not changing. I got it fixed now. Okay. Super easy Route 24. I had nothing to say about that. Well, that's the antidote. This run is so easy in the early game. Oh my gosh. There are some threats like we saw, but there really aren't that many. Did I forget the escape rope? I think I forgot the escape rope. Why would I pick it up? I'm playing so much yellow. No, I didn't. Hey. Good job. I'm just gonna two-shot this. Runs like this, it's sometimes hard to narrate over them because there is so much that you have to do. Like, it's so fast-paced. Just because there's so few actions to do. All the important actions come rapid fire. Rival 3. Gotcha. Do they make Bill's house not diggable in yellow? Yeah. And the fan club is also not diggable in yellow. They're both not diggable in yellow. Despite what everyone tells me on the internet. Sorry. Gotta open the inventory again. I do have to use this. We want to survive the one Thundershock if Surge decides to go for it. Alright. Now we chance this one. Let's... Oh... Well, we'll still survive. Provided he doesn't Thunderbolt. If he Thunderbolts, we lose. We lose. Not great. All right, new run. Let's do this again. If he wins that many times, we're just going to restart. I remember this is what Van Man did. He had to restart a bunch of times just to get by Surge with Gyarados. Because he wanted a no reset Surge. How did Mew go yesterday? Really badly. We didn't win a run. I have like way too many ideas for Mew to improve its time. I'm just not sure which ones I want to implement yet. We'll see. If Gyarados got Dig, that would be so great. Just delete Surge with that. Bugcatcher poisoned me this time around. Yeah, I don't think skipping the antidote makes sense. There's like a couple spots where you can get poisoned, as we've seen. Just grabbing it makes more sense. What was my learning process for code when I had 0 experience? Like, ask smarter people a lot of questions. Look stuff up, watch a lot of videos. sit in the pain for hours and hours and hours and just keep trying. Like, even when nothing's working, just keep trying. Never give up. Never surrender. No matter how frustrating, no matter how impossible it seems, just keep going. NPC. Making me juke and jive when I don't want to. I won't knock out the Paris this time. I'll just catch it. Well, maybe not. No, Paris. You gonna make me restart Paris? Yep. I think another key thing for learning to code or learning any new skill is like, do you have a reason to use the new skill, and are you going to immediately use the new skill for something that is useful? If you're not, and you're just like abstractly learning, I don't think you're actually going to get a lot out of whatever you're trying to learn, unless you're really disciplined or really gifted. It's really important to like be able to just put the thing that you're learning into use right away. So for coding, I had like a very clear purpose behind why I was learning it. Like, I want to make this thing show up on screen in real time right now. How do I do that? And then I'm solving a concrete problem that I can find concrete answers to. Yeah, and maybe like coding is like just not for you if you feel like it always gives you trouble. Like I was lucky that when I look at code and the logic of it, it all just makes sense to me. It feels very like comforting and good to think through problems in that way, and I really like solving problems in a programmatic way. I really like automation and the idea of like taking a lot of the like annoying repetitive tasks out of my job as soon as possible, and code allows me to do that. I'm playing yellow. I'm playing yellow again. I'm playing yellow. Can't be playing yellow. I gotta be playing red. I'm playing the red Gyarados run. Stop playing yellow. I don't think you need to go to college. Going to college is pretty overrated for skills like coding. Like, if you're driven by a purpose, like you have a purpose for the thing you're learning, you don't need to have, like, an instructor is just going to make you annoyed. He's going to tell you to do some assignment. Is that assignment, like, aligned with your purpose? Likely not. Probably better to just not have the instructor and to just go for your purpose rather than having the instructor. This is how I always felt in school. I was just, like, distracted. Now, I'm not a good coder. Like, I know enough code that I think I can look at someone who's coding and get a sense for if what they're doing is okay, or if they know what they're talking about. And I can solve very basic problems on my own, like automating the renaming of a bunch of files on my computer or something like that, or writing the overlay software for the channel. And then when my skills reach their limit and I can't go any further, I can kind of figure out who to ask and generally what approach we would need to take to solve problems. But I think that's enough for my purposes. I don't need to be a genius coder. That's something I've realized this year, which is like, I've always asked myself the question, like, why do people watch my channel? Like, what about my videos are good for people? Like, why do you enjoy hanging out here with me while I'm playing Gyarados in Pokemon Red? And people give lots of explanations. And one thing that always rings true, I'm buying 10 this time just so the Paris doesn't annoy me. One thing that always rings true is just the fact that like people are not here to watch me play the game at the top level. People are usually here for other reasons. It's entertaining. They get to enjoy a game that they've always loved since their childhood. Maybe I'm funny with pee-pee jokes occasionally. Maybe my voice is really relaxing and helps them sleep. There's a whole bunch of reasons. Maybe they just like seeing the strategy of the game and seeing someone solve problems. But it's typically not the fact that like my play is exceptional or that my voiceover is exceptional. And that's the thing is like when I come back to it, it's not that like every individual element of the video is like the best that it could be, but they're all, they all come together to make something that is greater than the, what's it, like the sum of the parts are greater, or the whole is greater than the sum of the parts or something like that. I don't know. There's some saying like that. I'm forgetting it right now. So I'm really trying to lean into that in my life, because every time I try to make myself the best at something, I just start feeling really bad about myself, because I'm not good at doing that. I'm not good at being the best possible coder. There are other people out there who are good at that. I'm good at seeing how coding could be a solution to a problem in combination with all of the other things that I'm doing on the channel. Voiceover, like seeing how coding could help us speed up the voiceover process or something like that. That kind of perspective. So I try to lean into more of that, like, what is it? Like, I don't know, it's convergent thinking or something, like bringing things together. Come on, one. No. You're getting all the bad luck right there. That's fine. Yeah, and it's fun to watch something. Like, it's not necessarily fun to watch a task. I agree with that. There's like a human component to it, which is really engaging. Watching, like, I think also it's fun to occasionally watch me struggle through problems. Like, you just get like some awful Pokemon that I really like, Paris, where it just becomes this awful narrative. Like, that's actually fun. And it creates a story where you don't get that if it's just a task or someone explaining like the super high level ins and outs of a strategy. I think people want to go along on journeys rather than just see the finished product all the time. That's why I always show my first playthroughs, because I think the journey towards the destination is more narratively satisfying than just the destination itself. I also think tasks are like interesting if they're setting like a world record or something like that. Like, oh, cool. Like maybe I'll watch this because it's some bold new thing, but it's not necessarily interesting in like a repetitive format like this. Okay. Well, we made it. Wasn't a great rival fight, but don't stop showing your first playthroughs. Yeah, that's the thing is like I've dabbled with that idea in the past, and every time I think about it or I ask for comments surrounding something like that, people are always just like, we really like the first playthroughs. And I've seen a lot of commentary on that. Definitely makes me look worse sometimes because I make some boneheaded choices in my first runs. Alright, we're gonna have to two-shot some stuff because we're running out of Hydro Pump PP just because we've missed a little bit too much. That's okay. Got lucky. Didn't get lucky, but we knew we were gonna two-shot at least one thing. Yeah, first playthrough is the best. Exactly. It's like really fun watching, like, I think it's really fun narratively seeing all the problems and seeing like everything that the person goes through and then like watching how they're going to like come back and solve that. That's why I think the 2-run format is really strong. I never would have known that when I started the channel, But that's the, like, it's emergent knowledge that I found out along the way. Don't really have any healing items. We'll just keep going with low HP. It's fine. The hydro pump. The hydro pump is letting me down in this run. It was doing fine and everything else, but... Whee! I would have liked to skip that heal, but our hydro pump PP is gone. Sorry, I'm struggling to read chat with this one. I don't know if I'm tired or something, but like, I'm really needing to focus to execute well today. I'm not playing very well on stream. I noticed that some days, I got an Apple Watch, which is largely a useless piece of technology, but it does one helpful thing, which is it tracks my sleep. And I can wake up in the morning and look at it and go like, okay, I slept like really badly. Like my sleep was very interrupted. And then I kind of know which tasks I'm not going to be able to do well during that day. It's like, okay, I slept really badly. So because I slept really badly, I am not going to be particularly proficient in like optimizing playthroughs. I'm going to make a lot of boneheaded choices when doing them. And then I can kind of sometimes direct my productivity towards things that will at least make me happier than just struggling through something. So that's been helpful. Because sometimes it just feels like nothing is working. In those moments where nothing is working, there's usually a reason. It's like you slept badly or something like that. Oh, I should have hydro pumped. I didn't want to do it, and look what happened. I have to restart again. We're running out of time to restart. Maybe we'll be fine. Nope. Sanitech's awful. Brutal move. Should hydro pump the Pidgeotto. I didn't want to do it though. I didn't want to miss. Then you get punished. Come on. We gotta get back to Surge at least. I think I'm going to accept 2 resets on Surge, but not 3. 3 is too many. This was good motion. Didn't need to use the antidote. Didn't even hit with string shot, which costs less frames. Gotta talk to that boulder though. Hey, miss on Screech too. Yeah, 3 seconds faster on the Brock split. That's what happens when you get little advantages like that. Let's go. It's nice that the early game is so smooth, because it doesn't feel like when you have to restart this run, it doesn't feel that bad. Like with Mew, it feels bad because you don't know if you're going to get by Brock or not. So you could just be stuck in the early game for like 30 more minutes. Whereas with Gyarados, you're like, no, we're going to move on with the playthrough. This is fine. How are we doing? We're attempting to get a good second Gyarados playthrough, but I'm not playing very well. So we're restarting a bunch. Yeah, it starts with Hydro Pump and Dragon Rage. It gets a ridiculously broken early game moveset. Oh no. Oh no. Again? Again? We're definitely not catching the Paris now. Do we run out of Pokeballs? I don't even know. No, we have one. We have one Pokeball. We gotta YOLO ball the Paris and hope. Otherwise we restart. Come on. Buddy. Buddy. Nope. We might not get a second run today. Hey, don't want to hear me sing. I'm not a singer. Anderson, not a singer. Can they tank one bite? No, I tried it last time. They fainted. Is the run free after Surge? Definitely not, no. Agatha is brutal. Agatha is the hardest trainer in the run. We had like 5 resets to Agatha last time. Or 4. It was a lot. Paris is becoming this channel's enemy? Yeah. Paris is the worst. It's like Surge, and then Agatha, and like some minor stuff in the early game that just like can get you like sand attacks here and there. I'm a musician, I'm not a singer. Okay, Brock. Okay, slightly slower because he didn't miss. I'm just gonna buy more and more Pokeballs every single time until we just catch the HM. This time it's probably gonna be a single Pokeball on both of them, and I'm just gonna have to drop 10 items. Yeah, yo, it's Steve. Starting with Dragon Rage is kind of broken. We Gen 1 missed there. Not great. Could have used one more Hydro Pump as a result. Singers are musicians too. That is true. Yeah, I could have been a singer, but I didn't say that as a singer. I'm an instrumentalist. That's what I should really say, to be specific. Nah, keep the balls for the full bag strat. Yeah, but I don't have that planned out, so I don't know if I'm going to get it, and then you sometimes get clogged before picking up an item that you really do need. That's bad. Then you have to open the bag and drop something, which is always longer. And unless you just did it, like if you just do it first, it's always much faster. Because when you're reacting to something, you're always, like, there's small cognitive delays to having to process the information and then act on it. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be reacting things. You want to be proactive. Great. We caught the Paris first Pokeball this time. Lovely. That's what we needed last time, Paris. The whole Paris line has been a little frustrating for me on this channel, that's for sure. Parasect was awful. Paris was awful. Catching Paris is awful. Hydro Pump, come on. Just never going to have a good time against that Grimer. It's okay. No, you don't want to be responding to things. Like, you want to be anticipating things and acting the way that you've planned. Whereas when you're, like, reacting or responding, you're going to be slower. Okay, let's go. Misty. Come on. Let's go. She's really easy. I don't know why it keeps giving us one blackout randomly. I haven't figured that out with the overlay yet. There's a bug somewhere, and I keep looking for it, and then I can't find it. Rival. We have to two-shot the Pidgeotto, so it can sand attack us, which is the worst case scenario, but it doesn't this time. Okay, so now we have a good rival. Simple. Responding has an anticipation aspect to it. Okay. So yes, that's what you want to do. I don't know the definition of responding clearly. Paris Vector and Shambles. I'm sorry, Paris Vector. Well, there have always been ads in lives, to the best of my ability, or to the best of my knowledge. I don't think you should be getting any though, because I usually turn them off. For like, there'll be obviously ads if you're watching it as a VOD, but shouldn't be any if you're watching it live. The hosting costs for these live streams, I watched a video about that, and it was like, if like a streamer that has like a ridiculous number of viewers, like 40,000 or something, doing it live, it costs the streaming service like a significant amount of money just to host that live stream. I had no idea that there was like significant costs behind the scenes on this sort of technology. So that was interesting to learn. It might be because, like I said before, we got set to the like normal latency. It probably changed my ad automator settings. Because the ad automator, you can turn them off during live streams. And then it's like the setting is like choose where they appear. I can press a little button and then it'll show you an ad. Whee. I like the escape rope animation. It's really cute. Like zoom off into the sky. Oh. Hydro pump dropping the ball as usual. Imagine Gyarados with Dig in this game. Or Earthquake. It does get those later. I think in Gen 3 or 4. Gets Earthquake. To cover electric types. So good. No, don't do that. Gyarados learning Fire Blast, yeah. There's a lot of Pokemon that learn Fire Blast in this game that doesn't make a lot of sense, like Machamp. Why does Machamp get Fire Blast? Nothing about it says that it should be able to use fire when you look at it. You're like, yeah, it's like shooting fire out of its hands. Why? No, this makes no sense. I got a comment a long time ago, and then I think I put it in a video at some point, but like this idea that Machamp would shoot the Fire Blast out of its belt. I think that's funny. Yeah, Slowbro. Yeah, Slowbro also gets Fire Blast. That is true. So weird. And I think maybe Flamethrower in Gen 2. Although I'm not sure of that one. I'd have to look again, because I didn't teach it to my Slowbro, of course. Okay, we wrecked the Pidgeot this time, no Sand Attack. Okay, we're going to actually make it by the rival. We're going to get back to Surge. Got cut by under 10 minutes. So fast. So fast. Look at this thing go. Champ can clap his hands so fast that it ignites the molecules in the air. Yeah, maybe. But like, then why is Machamp so slow? Machamp is really slow. Cut first in this game. Dig second. Then we gotta use the full restore. Alright, pray. Pray, pray, pray. Come on. Come on, I'm so engaged right now. Let's go. Don't you dare. Let's get Body Slam, crit, paralysis, something like that. Thundershock, that's perfect. Darn. I think we actually need the paralysis here or a crit. Because the Raichu is faster. Or you could X-Speed, I guess. Like he did there. And then Thundershock, so we win. Okay, we have a run. One reset to Surge, not bad. The software is kind of available. It's not all available, but a lot of the software that I use here on the channel is available. Check out the Discord in the description. There's two Discords. There's a race Discord, and then there's my solo challenge running Discord. Oh yeah, I did teach Thunderbolt here last time. Bye-bye, Dragon Dance. Okay, Body Slam 4 times. Wrapping last. No problems at all. But Champ had 4 legs, he'd be faster. I'm responding to that late. It's not just the delay on the channel, but oh my gosh. Oh my god, the Champ skittering around like a little crab thing is hilarious to me. Now we're 24 seconds faster at Surge this time. I don't know what my previous split was. Why did it go up there? That was weird. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Gen 1 music is all based like really heavily around counterpoint because they really only had like one note at a time, and a lot of the like sound stuff that they were doing, like making a chord on the Game Boy sound chip is like really tricky. Because they only had, I think it's like 3 tonal voices and then 1 percussive voice. So you can just barely make a chord, but then you can't have like a melody or something with it at the same time. So then you end up getting into like a lot of counterpoint to make the music sound interesting. It's great. Junichi Masuda is a genius. His music for these games is really good. Don't get that. Okay. We're not going to do hideout. We're instead relying on Warden Candy. We are going to pick up Mimic for Lorelei. We're going to get Ice Beam for the next little section of the game. We're also going to buy ourselves 2 Calcium this time around, because we don't need the speed. We are already not going to move first against the champions Alakazam. I like the Thunderbolt discussion we're having right now. It's great. Keep it up. Ice Beam in the place of Bubble Beam. Keeping Hydro Pump. Lavender Town looks really good in this color scheme. I like it a lot. This is an easy battle. Maybe we'll get lucky on the Ivysaur again. I don't think so, though. Nope. Well, it doesn't matter, though. It can't do much damage to us. 58 seconds faster at Rival 4. That's quite good. So the previous Surge split was 11:29 for Anderson, because you were wondering. Hope everyone's got fun plans for the weekend, or relaxing plans at very least. I might stream again this weekend, because I am falling behind on these red version videos if I want to get them all done this year, so I need to pick up my pace. Which is why I'm squeezing in Gyarados today. Oh, see, it gave us a blackout there, and I don't know why. Don't know why. We got a 69% chance to knock this out in one hit now, instead of it was like 56 or something last time. The reason is because we used 2 Calcium instead of 2 Carbos. So small improvement there. We actually do need Hydro Pump to knock that out in one turn. We have to 2-hit the Drowsy. So we are at the risk of getting hit by a Hypnosis there. I'm not going to do other Mew streams, don't worry. Maybe I'll do one more Mew stream right before the end of the race to try and show like where my rooting has come to, but I don't plan on streaming Mew like a bunch of times. I just thought it'd be fun to do it early on, give people a sense for like what's going on with the Mew race and maybe what strategies they could adopt that will help them out a little bit. I also have to continue recording videos behind the scenes and like recording voiceover and managing like all the software stuff. So there's other things to do. I'm risking this one. I know that. Ha! Good. The calcium's help there against that. Oh no. Oh! That was tense. Where do we go next? Where do we go next? This is Koga, right? I think it's Koga. No, it's not Koga. What are we going next? Erica, we gotta do Koga at some point. But like, we're not really a high level for Koga. Did we use candies before Koga? Yeah, we used candies before Koga. Why am I struggling with this? How did Mew do? Not well. I didn't complete a single run. But yeah, Mew is better than Victory Bell right now in the tier list. Erica, then Koga. I don't like the idea of Koga first. No, our damage ranges there are not quite good enough. We're not going to get Surf for him. But we wanted to go to level 35. No, the overlay is looking at properties, not functioning off of the game for the blackouts. The blackouts are not incrementing based on the game. Okay. Disable being one of the worst moves in the game. Unless you have one move and then you get it disabled and you have to use struggle. That's kind of annoying. Where are we at? Oh, I didn't get the Celadon PP up. I'll have to get that when I go back. This Hypno last time was awful. It wasted a lot of time. It's not going to do this time though because I crit it. Heh. Yeah, so we level up there, then we use 3 candies. That's how it is. 1, 2, 3, and then Koga. Okay, 35. Over damage running threshold means we one-shot the coughing if we hit, but we miss Hydro Pump right away. Miss again. Things are not going very well in this fight. Wow. We still win, though. Almost 2 minutes ahead at that point. We're doing good. I love when disable or remove like that becomes like the solution to a specific fight. It's so rare, but sometimes it happens. Like disabling Bugsy's Fury Cutter or something like that. It's like, yes, this terrible move had a niche. Or when it's like Future Sight is the move that you have to use. We can't teach that yet. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I have to do things in a different order. I didn't think about this. Because if we're doing it this way, we don't get to teach Gyarados Surf. And if we don't teach Gyarados Surf, then we have to come here and fight this guy without... It'll be fine. I keep telling myself that. This is the slow way. I think the Alakazam's speed is like close to what mine is currently. We might be in for a bad time here. Alright. That allows us to get Lapras. The stairs, going up the stairs to the floor 10 of Sylph is not faster. You should go up the elevator. But then going down, you should go down to floor 9, and then from floor 9, wrap around, go through the teleport pad, and fight the Arbok trainer. That's the fastest possible route. I made a mistake by going to the stairs. It's just a force of habit right now, because I haven't like fully retrained myself. Frozen Nidoqueen. Good sprite. Oh yeah, those should be in the different order. Okay. Bit annoying to have to come back for this. Do we have a world record yet? Is it just me or is the music much softer, Scott much louder than usual? It should be the opposite actually. I turned my microphone down. I didn't get the calcium in Sylph, which I was supposed to get. It doesn't impact damage ranges that much, but at least I got that one. Obviously I need Blizzard. The music's there. It's just quiet. I didn't change anything with the music settings from the previous streams. Alright, Blaine's bad. The calciums have helped here. I have a guaranteed one shot on the Rapidash if I hit it, which I'm apparently not going to. He's going to Super Potion at full health. Good job, Blaine. And then knock out the Arcanine. Hey, we maxed our bag. Passing up one of the Blaine quizzes, yeah. I've definitely done that. Oh, she won't, yeah. No red bar today. No, usually no red bar. Red bar only for races, and bike tryhardness is only, oops. Bike tryhardness is also only for races. I hate this Venomoth sometimes. It loves to spam stun spore. Stop. Stop. No. We have to block out. Oh, this is another dead run. We have to take it. We don't have a choice. There's no other time. Sorry. I tried to save before Sabrina, and then that happened, and then I went into the battle by accident. And then got unlucky. Gross. Oh, I'm so unhappy with this. Ah! I don't want to do it. I don't want to finish this now. I lost all motivation. Like, literally all motivation. I just don't want to play anymore. I want to go back to the beginning and try again, because Gyarados is going to get a terrible time with this. Not good enough. You get burnt out, Scott? No. I just, I don't like streaming when I have a time constraint, because I like to be able to play the game the way that I want to play the game and not have to, like, make compromises. But when I have a time constraint, I have to make compromises, because, like, I have to leave in, like, 50 minutes. If I don't leave in 50 minutes, I have a contract to teach music, which I'm just doing for fun right now, but there is an appointment, and I have to do, like, I have to meet the appointment. I should just, this is why I quit doing music, because I wanted to be able to put everything I had into the channel, so that I didn't have to make compromises like this. I just don't like making compromises. Like, it's one thing to just decide, like, yeah, I play a little bit more casually when I'm ranking things for my tier list. I'm not always, like, try-harding on the bike. I'm not going to go for, like, the riskiest possible strategies to shave off another minute from a run, that kind of thing. But when a run is just bad, or, like, something weird happens that gives the Pokemon a major disadvantage, I don't want to keep that in the result. I'm going to come back to the final video and then be including this footage and just looking at it and going like, that's not a good run, I should do that again. And if I'm thinking that, if I'm going to be thinking that in like a year's time, then I should just do better right now. Do I wish Yellow Gyarados was like this? Yeah. If it's had this starting set, it would be so good. Yellow Gyarados still suffers from the fact, though, that you have to fight the Magneton. It's always going to be worse than Red Gyarados. What's a reasonable threshold deciding to quit a run? Where should you be? Usually, I only like to restart the run if the Pokemon fails at Brock. Usually that's like, sometimes around Misty, but usually not after that. It's all feel, though. Like, sometimes you're just like, no, this doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's really quick. Like, it's like, I don't know, you have like a weird reset because you chose a wrong move on Giovanni and you use Sand Attack, and then you just like quickly reset and you're like, well, it's 15 seconds. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not going to dramatically impact the tier list placement. But when it's like this, and it's like, okay, I fumbled, didn't save before Sabrina, and then lost to her. Nope. And then I went through all the way through the fight and had like time against Alakazam. And didn't win. That's just too long. What? I don't get it. That's so weird. Why did that guy show up? I definitely don't have that selected on my overlay. Gyarados in yellow starts with tackle. That's what yellow Gyarados is. I don't know why that didn't set the proper encounter flags. Very weird. I don't think I've ever had that happen. Whoa. Okay, now we're good. We have the right encounter flags set now. Huh. Should always watch those so that I know if they're wrong. We don't waste too much time. We can just restart after like 30 seconds. I know time is running. I feel it. I think what I'm going to do, if I don't get a good enough Gyarados playthrough in this stream, I will end the stream and I will do the teaching obligation that I have, and I will come back and I will stream again and get a good time with Gyarados. Don't go into the mart. I'm playing like I'm a yellow player. This is red version. It's so hard alternating between these games because they're so similar in some ways, but so different in other ways. Well, good rival split there. Nice. That is a solid oak. We'll see. We'll see. We might get the run that we need right now. As long as Surge cooperates. I've really warmed up now. You can tell in my overworld motion from the beginning compared to this. It's very, very much more precise now. When I once got to secretly fail for more content later. No! No, don't do that. I have other things to do. I have to film, like, platinum playthroughs and stuff that I've been putting off a little bit. I gotta do a lot of platinum and hard gold this weekend. Hoping to get, like, 3 or 4 runs finished off, so that the team can edit those next week after the Slow Row Slow King project's done. That'll probably be done today, though. More emerald runs, use me. Oh, yeah, we can do more emerald runs. Figure out Gulpin for me and then send me a plan. Like an optimized plan for Gulpin. I have a first playthrough of it done, but I don't want to do the second one. I've been procrastinating on it. Yeah, the music itch stuff, like, I don't really have it for performance. I was always really, like, afraid of being on stage, and I had massive anxiety around making mistakes on stage, which is hilarious because now I just go on the internet and make mistakes all day long in video games that I love. But apparently it's more acceptable to my, I might be able to damage a level 8 Paris. Yep. Anyways, I always had really bad stage fright, so I don't miss like the performance aspect of music at all, but I really do like teaching, and I really do like composing. Anything that's creative, building stuff, making new things is really fun for me. I always gotta go one tile to the left there and save a little bit of walk time, but as well as animation time on the exclamation mark popping up. Come on. Oh, we're never gonna get it. We're never gonna get the one shot there that's just clean. Scott ROM hack. I made a ROM hack last year. It was a yellow ROM hack. It was fun. I'm adding one extra heal. We got disabled bite, so we couldn't use it. We have to use more Dragon Rage. It's fine. I don't know why I haven't played that yet. Get on it. It's good. I think it's fun. It's got a whole bunch of channel references in it. It's basically like yellow version, but just with some, like, all the gym leaders and all the major battles are changed. I want to do one where I like completely change the map and stuff like that at some point in the future. I think it's at the Solo Running Discord. I think that's where you get it. There's a ROM Hex channel. Just go in there. You'll find it. Alright, pretty good rival. Not quite as good as ones we've had in the past, but overall we're about 33 to 35 seconds ahead by this point in most of the runs. Yeah, Churo's like, what are you doing, Dad? Let me in there. Sorry, buddy. Got the foster cat. So he can't come in right now. The foster cat is really scared. She doesn't like people at all. She sometimes comes out of the bathroom, but then if she sees anyone, she just hides. We're just trying to give her as much space as possible right now and like not go close. Those kind of things. Hoping that hopefully in her own time, then she's going to come out and start socializing a little bit. She seems very unreactive to like the other cats being around, but she really doesn't like people. If you lie down on the floor, then she'll kind of come and walk around you occasionally if it's late at night. Any progress? Yeah, there's been progress. Like the first like 3 or 4 days she wouldn't eat anything and it didn't like seem like she was drinking, but I'm sure she was a little bit. Oh, that's bad. There's like a 2% chance we missed that damage range. That was the Nidoqueen range from before. But then she started eating and then she started coming out of the bathroom maybe like a week or two into being with us. Maybe 2 weeks in. And we've seen, like, right before we had to take her into the vet, which obviously set her back a little bit. But right before we took her into the vet, there was one moment where she, like, looked like she wanted to play with one of the toys. It was, like, the most heartwarming thing. But then, of course, like, if we moved at all, like, she would just, like, get scared. But it did look like she wanted to play with the toy. Like, she was kind of batting at it, and it was making a little bit of noise, and it's just like, aw, she's a cat, too. She's just been scared by something. She lost a lot of weight, supposedly, which is concerning. So we're trying to feed her more right now. Hydro pump. You're letting me down. I might buy a super potion just to heal. I don't really want to, but I think I'm going to. Yeah. I don't want to be quite that low for the rival who has Ivysaur and a Pidgeotto with Sand Attack. What? I thought I had... Okay, I don't have an elixir. I thought I had an elixir. But I didn't save the hydro pump. Great. It's not great. But we still have to face Surge, though, and Surge might be awful. If we get by the rival. Just heal in the SSN. I know I should have done that. Well, Potion on the Pidgeotto gives us the free knockout. Good. This is so much smoother. So much smoother. Can we beat Surge on... Oh, don't talk to that guy. We should... Like, can we please beat Surge? First attempt. First attempt Surge would be amazing. Yeah, this one first. It's always the opposite of yellow. Takes me a moment to, like, clue into it whenever I do it. So used to yellow, which is dig first. It's so they're ordered correctly when using those moves in the overworld. Okay, Surge, come on. Come on. Crit the... Let's just crit. If we can just crit the Raichu, I'm going to be so happy. Crit the Raichu. Crit the Raichu. Crit the Raichu. Come on. Nope. Oh, well, we win. Yes. Okay, good. No reset on Surge. Yeah, this color palette's good, except the boulders. You're right. Alright, no slowdowns for Gyarados here. Yeah, the thing about the races that's really interesting about them is that most of the time when you're at least for me, when I'm involved in the races, it always levels my game up to the next level. Like, I start thinking about things to save a little bit of time in all my runs, and then I just, like, push myself to the next level because there's so much competition. So it really feels like every time a race happens, the, like, communities, or at least the community on my channel, like, that level of, like, play rises slightly. Alright, with a good Surge, I'm feeling happy about this run. I'm just going to save. I want to finish it. We'll finish a run. We'll see how Gyarados does. There'll probably be some resets. It's hard to get reset-free runs when you're only doing 2. If you did like 15, you can get like the amazing run that relies on more luck, but that's not really my format. My format's 2 runs. Hopefully you can complete... My goal for myself is if I can complete the 2 runs in one day, that's like... I feel like I have done enough work, but not too much work. We haven't pushed the Pokemon into that territory where it's becoming inconsistent. And we're starting to get out of, like, what someone could normally just sit down and play in one day. And there's awesome channels available for people who want to see the Pokemon pushed even further. Zealous Pawn recently launched his channel. And his play is so high level. He did like 18, I think it's Hitmonlee playthroughs or something. He got a really good time with Hitmonlee. I can't wait to do that one in yellow again to try and improve its results. All right, Gyarados is kind of just crushing now. This whole mid-game section is very easy. I'm going to put Bubble Beam in the top because we're about to replace it with Ice Beam. Yeah, his Porygon's also very good. We played Porygon in the race so long ago that the strat's so outdated. I was not surprised that he was able to get a significantly better Porygon result. That's been one that's been on my list to redo on stream for quite some time. Okay. Vitamin time. 2 calcium to improve damage ranges. Don't worry, we're going to get rid of Bubble Beam right now. So we're not going to have it for that much longer. Oh no, we want to teach this first. Fly does not leave the inventory, but Ice Beam does. And then when you teach it, it resets your inventory. Okay, Rival and Sylph. He even talks in 4x speed. It's nuts. Yeah. I find it funny because people say I talk slow, but I always feel like I'm talking really fast. Sometimes I talk slow when I'm streaming because I'm like processing stuff that I'm watching on stream and I'm playing at the same time. It's a little bit different than like when you're just watching something. There is not right now a list of world record times that people have got with each Pokemon. I don't think that like speedrunning.com or something would allow them because they're 4 times speed. I've figured that I should just make a website that does that at some point. I think my talking sounds deliberate just because I'm in general an awkward communicator. I don't think it's actually really that deliberate. That's my take on it though. No. Ah, poison. Hate poison. Most annoying status condition. You don't even have anything to cure it. Ah! Yeah, I should make that site. I just haven't had time. I've been thinking about making that site for like 4 years. I thought about it first when I did the Kangaskhan versus Tauros versus video. Like, that's how old it was. I was just like, yeah, I should make this site that like people could track like runs against each other, and then like everyone could contribute runs, and I wouldn't have to put so much pressure on myself to always get like the best possible time to prove something to the community. Like I could just say like, I'm gonna release a versus video for these 2 Pokemon coming up in the next little while. Like I'll do my 2 runs, and then like I'm curious to see how everyone else does. And then people could submit a bunch of results, and I could report on those results in the video. The community would get more knowledge, and in general, I think everyone would just be better off. I would have less stress. It would be so good. But I haven't done it because I don't have a ton of web development skills, and I want to make the website look beautiful, and then it just doesn't happen. Alright, Erica was like a lot easier this time. We didn't get hit by sleep powder. To be fair, I could probably whip it up with AI in like an afternoon. Where are you? Okay. Took forever to find that PP out. I would like to do it with Hydro Pump in slot 1, but I'll just do it now, so I don't forget. Yes, I wish I had the budget to hire someone to do it, but I currently do not have the budget. Like, all available budget for the channel is being put into making videos week after week. And making supercuts of the current streams that I do, that kind of stuff. I don't have extra liquidity to throw at stuff. Disable on body slam was a little bit annoying there. That's one reason I'd like my channel to grow and like figure out ways in which to grow the channel. Because if there are more people watching, then I'll have a bigger budget and I will just be able to do stuff like this. Like, well, let's just make the speedrunning leaderboard website where people can submit results. I'll just hire a guy and they'll just take care of it in a month or so or whatever. 1, 2, 3. We do not have healing items, so we're just going to do Koga without healing. Okay. Good disable on my Ice Beam. At least he didn't get Hydro Pump. We're in a dangerous situation here against the Wheezing because of self-destruct, but we got him. Got him! 1 minute, 34 seconds ahead after Koga. Oh, Churro, he's roaming. And screaming. Yeah, buddy. How's it going? Yeah. All right. Sylph time. Like, the best way to improve the budget of the channel is to sign up for Patreon or YouTube memberships. 100%. If I completed the Pokedex, and we'd have enough money to make the website. I think it's like 300 more patrons or something. We're like quite high right now. We're like 700 and something, I think. Pretty good. Don't go down the stairs, remember. Remember, kids, that's not the way. Oh, I should get the Carbos here. Could have done that while I was going down the stairs. So one of the stairs here has this tight little canal. If you go all the way around it, there's this Carbos, calcium over here. Which will improve damage ranges for Agatha, which is the hardest battle. Churro's orange. He's very orange. Okay, Rival 5. Okay. He's making some bad choices. I guess we got badge boosted there. It's kind of nice because I'm about to use it against the Alakazam. Recover. So the rival chose to do nothing. And then we crit the Venusaur. 2 incompetent performances from him In last playthrough and in this playthrough. Wow. Yeah, he's got orange cat energy, that's for sure. I gotta stop saving now because I gotta get to my appointment. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that, obviously. But if it's starting to feel like that. Okay, we hit that. Last time we did not hit that, which was slowed us down a little bit. Okay, we have to two-shot then, unless we crit. Perfection. All right. See, I left the heal waypoint at Fuchsia City so that we could come back here and do this in one nice yep, one nice concise swoop. Efficient. Okay. Cinnabar Island time. I think I have a decent feeling about this one. Maybe I will have to come back and do another stream because people are asking for it. Late Friday night stream or something. We can stream Onyx, the other serpent Pokemon. You're not going to convince me to do Ekans today. Sorry. Or Dratini. Those are two bad snakes. Poor Ekans and Dratini. Not very good. Arbok's not very good either. It gets a decent move pool though. It's not a bad poison type. Do you think sub 30 is possible? No. That's 2. I don't know if sub 30 is even possible with Mewtwo on 4 times speed playing as a human. It probably is possible, and I'm just underestimating Mewtwo right now, but right now, like, I can't say for certain that, like, it will be possible. I could hypothesize that it would be, but let's go. Oh, Dragonair is also really bad. I redid Dragonair's playthrough in yellow version recently, and I had like 20 resets to Blaine. It's the most painful thing. Yeah, Gyarados did Mewtwo on 1 times speed, which is fundamentally different from 4 times speed. You have to do it on 4 times speed to get an accurate comparison. Because there's input bleed. You can't react to everything as fast. Like, the human perception is fixed, the game speed increases, so your reaction to things will be worse when playing on 4 times speed. You'll always miss small things. You won't have as frame perfect inputs. Because of that, you bleed a bunch of time. I can Hydro Pump the Mr. Mime. I'm just not doing it. Okay, we got Stun Sport again. Apparently we really like to get Stun Sport in this fight, but this time we crit the Alakazam, so that's Sabrina. Bye-bye. Maybe your human perception is fixed? Yeah, that could be it. I don't think I'm like the fastest reaction time player. I think I'm pretty good at playing and executing. I'm like quite good, but not top level. I think there are people that are better than me. I think like Zealous Pawn, Austin, Gym Leader Matt, I think they're better. I think that's why they have better Mew times. Largely. I think my strategy is also slightly suboptimal, which I talked about a little bit yesterday. Guess we should just like Elixir here. You should be fine. Just no sand attack, please. Okay, guard spec, perfect. Giovanni's so bad. He's so bad in red. I can't believe how bad he is. In yellow, he's busted. He's absolutely a nightmare for so many Pokemon. And in red, he's just like, he's such a pushover. His movesets are awful. His Pokemon don't do anything. We didn't teach Blizzard yet. I guess we didn't really need it yet. We do need it for this fight. Damage ranges. Pidgeot. Okay. Rival. Are we gonna get the... Well, we're gonna miss the Pidgeot. Cool. Not ideal. Well, we want to be using Blizzard over Hydro Pump against things like the Rhyhorn just because of accuracy. Gyarados actually did some damage. Wow. Or sorry, not the Gyarados, the Growlithe. Oh, we're in a really bad spot here. Yep. First reset. The miss. The miss on the Growlithe. Honestly, it's pretty bad. By the way, Body Slam 2 hits, so I don't want a 2-hit. If I had 2-hit, then it would have just been the same scenario as last time. Alright, this is better. Hopefully no miss. No miss. Yeah, really decent for a first reset. See, that's the case where I'm like, yeah, he beat me fair and square. Like, there's some stuff there that Gyarados doesn't have coverage for. Like, it doesn't have Surf. If we had run the Surf route and then made Agatha a little bit more difficult, we would have had an easier time there because we just one-shot the Growlithe with Surf. Oh, whoa. Ditto. Okay, so we're going to use 4 candies to go to level 48. I'm going to get this candy and then I'm going to use the candies. Trash boulder also. Remember that boulder. Where are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what the encounter table is like in red and blue, but if I can dodge some wild encounters because I used the candies earlier, I would rather do that. And I'm going to have to use the candies at some point, so if I do them now, it's a little bit more insurance because I don't know this game super well. Also, earlier in the stream, like Ike and Zealous and Austin and everyone were chatting a lot. Now they're not chatting at all. I bet, or Ike's here, okay, but not the other two. I bet they're off doing Mew runs. Maybe, or they're being responsible adults and actually doing their work. I don't know if they have to work right now, but all right, League, Mimic. I could have taught this at the same time as using the rare candies, and I should have done that. Okay, here we go. Lorelei. So we're going to knock out both the Dugong and the Cloyster in 2 hits. Then we're going to Mimic Amnesia, set up twice, and then knock out our final 2 Pokemon. Slowbro is so bad in this game. Blows me away after playing Yellow version where it's really good. Bye-bye. Hydro Pump has a higher chance than Blizzard by like 1 or 2% on those Hitmons. Hey, we crit the Machamp. Level 50. Perfectly timed for Agatha to get level 53 over a damage rounding threshold and teach Hyper Beam in the place of Mimic. We're going to save here because this is the most difficult battle of the run. Let's see how it goes for Gyarados. Look at our current time. Absolutely great. Oh, we crit the Gengar. All right, but we didn't get the knockout. Still, it's going pretty well. We haven't hit ourselves in confusion yet. We missed the Thunderbolt, sorry, a Hydro Pump on the Haunter, but then we crit. This is not a one hit, but she uses a Super Potion. Oh, our damage range being this good is actually really great, because then we have a chance to potion her. Hey, we did it! We did it! First attempt! First attempt, Agatha! 3 minutes and 55 seconds faster than the previous run. What's the best possible? We don't know what the best possible time is, but we know that the best time right now is 32 minutes and 49 seconds from you. That's the best that someone has done, but we don't know what the best possible is. We'll have to wait around and find out. I don't want to miss a blizzard and then not have a blizzard, so I'm just going to do it like that. Yeah, look at this go. Look at us go. Okay, champion. Oh, we're going to be so close to Mr. Mime's time. Ridiculously close. Thanks for the sky attack. That's good. Okay, Hyper Beam. We have this just so that we can one-shot the Alakazam. Bye-bye. It says Blizzard is better against the Rhydon, so I'll do that. You can always Hyper Beam the Venusaur if we need another move to knock it out. Hydro Pump on the Arcanine. It hits. Hopefully we don't miss. We are slower than Mr. Mime at this time. Solar Beam and then we win. Okay. Yes. Really good time. So we beat Van Man's like 3-year-old time, which was 38 minutes and 14 seconds. We absolutely crushed that time. Gyarados in this playthrough with only one reset gets a time of 35 minutes and 29 seconds even. 638 bonks. Finished the game at level 56 with a game time of 2 hours and 19 minutes. Okay, it's a good Pokemon. This is 4 minutes and 24 seconds faster than my previous run with it on stream. We're going to quickly jump over the tier list. I got to jump off very soon, so we'll just sum this up as fast as possible. Blastoise, the other water type currently in the S tier, has a time of 36 minutes and 39 seconds. It had one reset, the same as Blastoise, same number of resets. Game time, 2 hours, 24 minutes. So Gyarados not only beat Blastoise's game time, but it also beat its real time. That said, we have Mr. Mime here, chillin' with a time of 35 minutes and 26 seconds. It has a game time of 2 hours and 16 minutes, which is 3 minutes faster than the time that Gyarados just put out. So, Mr. Mime is still our number 1 Pokemon, but Gyarados is number 2, followed by Blastoise in 3rd place. Yeah. Gyarados, really good, as we would expect. Thanks for watching. It's been great having you here. Yeah, I'm gonna play more Mew at some point, and then tomorrow there's gonna be Nidoqueen in Pokemon Fire Red going live for everyone to enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. If you've made it this far, you're incredible. I'll see you next time.